And welcome to a quick update, at least hopefully quick on your part, the viewer's part, on a Ben's Junk I did a couple of months ago now on this Magnavox hybrid DVD recorder and personal DVR. Now, I think I discussed it in the video, if not the video, certainly in the comments for the video discussing with viewers, the idea of just physically pulling the hard drive out of this, hooking it up to the computer, and just trying to dump the whole files from this thing onto a computer, as opposed to me being stuck doing transfers, real-time transfers of this stuff. And from digging through the recordings on this, it was pretty bad for the most part. Very little local stuff, very little in the way of amusing ads or just amusing much of anything. If you saw that Ben's Junk, you really saw in that last 3 minutes or so of that video everything of note that I found. So yeah, I'd say the most likely thing is if I can dump the whole files from this and just extract the fun parts, the few that there were, just, you know, make one video out of it and post that to Archive Annex, and it would be the Magnavox's greatest hits or something like that. So anyway, to dump this stuff onto the computer, theoretically at least, I did get one of those kind of cheapy SATA docking stations. And if I'm not mistaken, it's all Windows-centric stuff on here, so I'm going to have to use a Windows laptop. And I don't think I have the means of doing direct recordings on a Windows screen, so I may just have to point the camera at it, but we'll find out. Let me open this sucker up, see if I can pull the hard drive, and we'll go from there. Okay, can I make it land? Yeah, I can just barely make it land with the ribbon cable still on. As such, let me get my microphone back on and let's see what happens. Okay, got it plugged in. To the wall, that is. And allegedly this thing is plug and play. Let's see what we get. Okay, plugged into the computer. There's only one button to choose from. It lit. I know this is kind of a very German expressionist angle to be working at here. I had to turn on the task manager just to see what amazing amounts of CPU usage were going down on this thing. Oh, let's see. This is from somebody who doesn't use Windows a whole lot. And at the rate that this piece of junk moves, it could be sometime tomorrow by the time I even get to the this PC thing. Did it just ignore me? That would be about on brand. Well, it only took me 15 minutes, but it just, the disk stopped spinning and now it doesn't do anything. So I'm just going to turn it off and turn it back on, see if it starts spinning again. I hear things spinning as far as the docking station is concerned, but it just doesn't seem to want to do a whole lot, so I may wind up taking out my normal MacBook just to see if it'll read on there, but I fear it's such a Windows-centric thing that it might not happen. All right, take two with just my normal MacBook here. Plug it in. We'll turn on this bad boy. We'll see if it recognizes it. I'm not feeling tremendously optimistic. Not readable. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. Well, I guess I can dig out one of my old laptops. Okay, I'm going to call this my last attempt. I dug the old Vio out of retirement. I edited the first, 6 or 7 seasons of archive on this thing. Native Windows 7. The hard drive is about Windows 7 era 2009. And let's just hope for the best. Otherwise, I don't really see this as worth pursuing any further. I'll just reinstall it and into the Magnavox and call it good. Okay, plugged in, turn it on. These SATA docks are supposed to be, yeah, plug and play. All right, let's see. I meant to hit computer, not control panel. Windows 7 is so much simpler. Okay, but it is not acknowledging that particular hard drive. It looks like it just, even though it's spinning away and everything, it seems to be seated okay. Just not recognizing it at all. This is a partition. I've got Windows 7 and 10 on here. 10 runs very poorly, but it is there. And that's an old printer of mine, which I don't even have anymore. So yeah, it looks like it just doesn't want to read it. Now that might be the dock, might be my computer, maybe I'm just doing something woefully wrong here. But yeah, I hate to say it, but I think I'm going to have to cut my losses with this one. And yeah, I'll just reinstall that hard drive into the Magnavox. It wasn't really all that big a deal. The most amusing parts have already been pulled from it via just a transfer. So yeah, unfortunately a misfire on my part, but this was meant to be just a quick filler video on my part while I work on the next regular archive episode. So unfortunately, that's going to have to be it for this time. I'll talk to you again soon.